Most people jump into delivery apps expecting easy money. But here's the truth no one tells you. The reality of driving for Uber Eats in 2026 is more complex than the ads suggest, and your earnings depend heavily on strategy, not just availability. The biggest mistake you need to avoid is thinking every order is worth accepting. That one decision can completely change how much you actually earn per hour. In this video, you'll get a real-world breakdown of Uber Eats in 2026, including earnings, flexibility, downsides, and whether it is still worth your time. Let's start with how it actually works. Uber Eats connects drivers to customers who order food from local restaurants. You get paid per delivery, plus tips. Now here's where it gets interesting. Unlike traditional jobs, your income is not fixed. It changes based on demand, location, time of day, and order quality. A driver like Alex in a busy downtown area might see constant orders during lunch and dinner rush. But a driver in a suburban zone may wait longer between trips and earn less per hour. So let's talk about earnings. In 2026, most drivers see a wide range. Some earn solid part-time income during peak hours. Others struggle because they accept low-paying or long-distance orders. The key difference is not luck, it is selectivity. But here's the problem. Many new drivers accept every order thinking it improves acceptance rate. In reality, that often lowers hourly earnings because time and fuel are wasted on low-value trips. Now let's break down the best times to drive. Lunch hours around 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and dinner hours from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. remain the strongest earning windows. A driver like Jake, focusing only on these periods, often earns more per hour than someone driving all day without structure. Weekend nights can also be surprisingly strong due to late orders and fewer drivers on the road. Now let's talk flexibility, which is one of Uber Eats' biggest advantages. You can log in anytime, work as long or short as you want, and choose your schedule freely. That makes it ideal for students, side income seekers, or anyone needing flexible hours. But here's the trade-off. Flexibility means inconsistent income. Some days are strong, others are slow, especially if demand drops in your area. So is it worth it in 2026? Yes, but only if you treat it like a strategy-based job, not a passive income app. The drivers who earn consistently are the ones who understand timing, location, and order selection. Another important factor is expenses. Gas, maintenance, and vehicle wear all reduce your net profit, though tracking real earnings after costs is essential. To sum it up, Uber Eats in 2026 can still be worth it if you focus on peak hours, reject low-value orders, and operate in high-demand zones. Without strategy, it becomes inconsistent and frustrating. If this helped you understand the real picture, like the video, comment your experience with Uber Eats, and subscribe for more honest driver breakdowns that help you earn smarter, not harder.